Tonight, joining us from Manuka Mana is co-founder Courtney Rebel. Courtney co-founded the company with her husband, Josiah. Prior to Manuka Mana, Courtney served as a director and consultant for private country clubs, spearheading transformative renovations of fitness centers, spas, and aquatic facilities nationwide. However, a pivotal moment occurred in 2016 when Josiah experienced a mini stroke, prompting Courtney to embark on a new mission, healing his brain and sharing the benefits of mushroom supplements with the world. Together, the two co-founders are committed to revolutionizing health through their obsession with mushrooms and their unwavering dedication to crafting the most effective mushroom supplements. Welcome to the PubTalk stage, Courtney.
Hi, I'm Courtney Rebel, the co-founder of Manuka Mana. And I just want to take a quick thank you to EDCO for hosting this presentation, to Brian for his help putting together this pitch, and for all of you for taking the time tonight to come hear Small Businesses in Bend. I hope you learned something new in my presentation. So Manuka Mana. Manuka Mana is a blend of the hive, wild Manuka honey from New Zealand, and the fungi, wild harvested functional mushrooms grown in the Pacific Northwest. We synergize those two ingredients to create real food supplements that target brain health, immunity, energy, and digestion. Our best-selling products are our slide. There we go. Our best-selling products are Lion's Mane Think Tincture and our Royal Boost Honey Blend. Both of those products contain Lion's Mane mushroom for brain health. So my background is I spent over a decade in the wellness industry transforming fitness centers and spas for private country clubs. And my husband, Josiah, is our alchemist and co-founder of Manuka Mana, and our two kids, Koa and Liliana, are our most brutal, honest taste testers. So Manuka Mana's story begins in 2015. I was 7 months pregnant with our first son, Koa, and we decided to move to Northern California to start our new family as 3. So we're driving on the highway with the U-Haul in the back of the car. We're having a conversation, Josiah and I, and he says a sentence to me, and all of his words are jumbled. So we quickly pull over to the side of the road, and we found out later that he was having a TIA, a mini stroke, at only 32 years old. So over the course of the next several months, we went to many specialists and neurologists to figure out why, at only 32 years old, he was having this mini stroke. It ends up it was from concussions he had had as a teenager, mountain biking and surfing. There was damage to the brain. They advised us that he should take a baby aspirin every day to thin the blood, but told us that there was virtually nothing we could do to heal his brain. At this time, Josiah was a chef, and I was immersed in the wellness industry. We were really into wellness and supplementation naturally. So we left that last meeting and we said, we can't take that as an answer. We need to go on a search to find what you can take every day to heal the brain. So we went on a personal journey of reading research, scoring the internet, finding what we could find that actually has been shown with research to heal the brain. What we found was lion's mane mushroom. Not only is it impressive because of what it does, but it's impressive because of the vast amount of research. There's over 1,000 published studies from the National Institute of Health alone on the benefits of lion's mane mushroom. Specifically, what it does biologically is it increases the production of NGF, neural growth factor, in your body, which promotes new brain cells to be formed. It also increases BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotropic factor, to repair the brain cells and repair your myelin sheath. As we age, or if you ever do hit your head, have a concussion, have whiplash, that myelin sheath can get degraded. What happens when that happens is there can be misfiring of the neurons, and oftentimes it can result in a mini stroke. So the myelin sheath repair is a very important aspect of this. So once we discovered lion's mane is what he needed to take, our next mission was to find what supplement would be the best lion's mane supplement for him. Now, let me ask the crowd, how many of you have purchased a lion's mane supplement in general? Mushroom supplement, maybe researched it? Okay, so there's several out there. So you guys might know how many options are on the internet. This is a huge industry. The functional mushroom industry is a $31.7 billion industry. It's expected to double by 2030. So there are a ton of mushroom supplements out there. The unfortunate part is there's a lot that you shouldn't take. There's a lot of mushroom supplements that are not processed in a way that's bioavailable and actually can cause harm to the digestive system. So we came up with 3 questions that we were going to ask every single supplement that we looked at, and it's 3 questions that you all should keep in mind if you ever want to purchase a mushroom supplement. Number 1, what is the source? Where is this mushroom coming from? Is it coming from the wild, or is it coming from a lab? If it's grown in a lab, is it organic? Is it grown on organic substrate, or is it conventional? So also, is it grown in the USA, or is it grown overseas? 75% of all mushrooms come from China. So for us, we wanted a USA-grown mushroom, preferably wild-grown, so it would be grown as close to its natural source as possible. Is it a fruiting body? So what you see, the mushroom itself, this is the fruiting body of the mushroom. What grows underground or in a substrate is called the mycelium. There are a lot of companies out there that will extract both the fruiting body and the mycelium. The unfortunate part of that is at this point, there's no way to separate the mycelium from that substrate. So you must also be extracting that rice or oat. So if you were to do that for this tincture, up to 30% of this would become starch. We didn't want starch. We wanted mushroom. We wanted lion's mane mushroom. So for us, we were looking for 100% fruiting body. Third, is it extracted? This question is huge. If you remember nothing else tonight from this presentation, remember to always make sure any mushroom supplement you buy is extracted. There are a ton of mushroom supplements on the market that they just grind up the dehydrated mushroom. You can't break that down in your body. Mushrooms have something called chitin in their cell wall. It's the same compound that's in lobster shells. I don't think any of you want to go eating and chewing down a lobster shell. Your body would have a hard time processing it, just like they would if you ate a raw mushroom. So we needed an extracted. You want to look for at least a dual extraction, which means a hot water extraction, pressurized hot water, and alcohol. The hot water gives you access to the water-soluble compounds. The alcohol gives you access to the non-water-soluble compounds. So always look for dual extraction. So we started to search and search. We saw lots of different companies out there. Let's talk about these 3. Rise, mushroom coffee. They only use a hot water extraction. They do not use a dual extraction. So you don't have access to the non-water soluble compounds in that product. Mudwater. Hate to break it to you, Mudwater fans, they do not extract their mushrooms. They are raw mushrooms in that product. We've met a ton of people over the last 2.5 years who have digestive upset and take Mudwater on a daily basis. I would not recommend taking that product. Host Defense. They use the fruiting body and the mycelium. So up to 30% in that case, that's pills. 30% of those pills are starch. They are not 100% mushrooms. We couldn't find what we needed, so we decided to start extracting. And now, we still to this day create a triple extraction process of all of our mushrooms. We use wild harvested mushrooms, Oregon spring water, heated and pressurized. Then we'd use organic cane alcohol from Ashland, Oregon. And then our third step is ultrasonic extraction. We invested in an ultrasonic machine that actually pulsates sound waves into the substrate to break down the cell wall and make a very bioavailable, potent end product. This is what we created. This is the first product that we made, the Lion's Mane Think Tincture, and to this day, it's our best-selling product. We have 12 products, and this accounts for 40% of all of our sales. People love this product. I take it every day. I definitely took it before this talk tonight because it helps with communication, helps with finding your words. It helps not to forget where you put your keys. It helps remembering that neighbor's name. It helps these little but very subtle but very powerful little details in your life. So we have an ask. So this is some of the things that people have given us feedback from the Lion's Mane Think Tincture. The memory, mental clarity, focus, communication. We've now sold this product to thousands of people around the country, and the feedback that we've had is just remarkable. So our ask to all of you, please join our community. If you enter with this QR code, you'll go to our newsletter. You'll enter our newsletter, and if you enter tonight, you will be entered to win our 2 products, our 2 bestsellers, the Lion's Mane Think Tincture and the Royal Boost Honey Blend. So we're going to do a little raffle for the people that enter tonight. Join our community, follow the journey. We're a local, family-run business based in Bend. We're constantly evolving and continuing to grow, so we'd love you to be part of that journey. Try our products. Maybe you know someone who's had a concussion, or you have an aging parent, or maybe you just want more mental clarity. If you're interested in targeting something separate in your life other than brain health, we have a variety of mushrooms. Every mushroom's good for a different benefit. Come talk to us afterwards, and we'll help direct you to which mushroom might be right for you. Also, third, but really important, we want to build connections. Our business is at a critical stage that we need to build connections within our community, but also outside of our community. We really want to spread awareness on mushrooms. We want to help teach people how to find good mushroom supplements. So if you know of any online influencers that might be good and resonate with our brand, we'd love to talk to you. Maybe you know someone who has a podcast or articles or interviews. We'd love to be more involved to spread the word that way. And we're looking for a part-time marketing person. So if you know a rock star who can help with emails, social media, please come let us know. We would love to talk to that person. Thank you.
Question number 1, where can I get it?
Yeah, we sell everything on our website. We do local pickup. We also, our Lion's Mane tincture that I talked about, it is on Amazon. Same with our Royal Boost Honey Blend. And we're going to keep adding more products to Amazon as well throughout the year.
Okay, great. Home pickup. I'm into it. So you have a whole range of products. Do you have one that does a lot of things?
So we are all about isolating what you want, because you can really make a potent product that way. So there are products on the market that do a blend of, let's say, 8 mushrooms. Those are great for overall wellness. They're great for just taking, just as a daily supplement for overall wellness. But we are all about potent, bioavailable. We want you to feel them. We want someone to commit to taking a tincture every day, and them to reach out to us and say, oh my God, that changed my life in this specific way, my brain or my energy or immunity. So for us, we like to isolate the mushrooms. We do have a trilogy tincture that has 3. All 3 of those mushrooms, lion's mane, reishi, and chaga, are good for stress, sleep, and anxiety. So that is what we call our balance blend. So that's the one that you're going to have a little bit of a more overall.
Yes, I'm gonna get it. I want all of it. I want the whole thing. I want the whole line. I'll take this thing here. Any questions for Courtney? Yes, Paul. How do we get a pair of these shoes?
I know, you have to go to Portugal.
Shoot. Yes. Oh, okay. Great question. So she says, these mushrooms have to go through a double, if not a triple process to extract the good. But if she's just sauteing some mushrooms at home, is she getting the benefits?
That's a really good question. So yes, with our mushrooms, we have to, for example, chaga. It's a super hard mushroom. You have to extract that. But with button mushrooms or shiitake mushrooms, you can high heat cook them to break down that chitin, that cell wall compound. But it's true, when you go to some restaurants and they give you that little side salad with those raw button mushrooms, don't eat those raw button mushrooms. You should actually never eat raw mushrooms. You have to high heat cook them at least to break down that cell wall. So it is an interesting thing, and not a lot of people know. In general, you do not want to be eating raw mushrooms.
Okay, so put them on pizza and crank the heat. Did I have another question over here? I thought I saw somebody's hand. Yes. So you want people to feel it. What's the long-term effect with these?
There's great long-term effects. Every mushroom is different, what it's going to give you. But let's talk about lion's mane, because that was the one we focused on tonight. So lion's mane, I'm not sure, a couple slides back, you may have seen it stops the prevention of amyloid plaque on the brain. So long-term effect is brain health. They've shown they've studies, that's what's so amazing about lion's mane. You can really go on the National Institute of Health website and just read the research. They've done research with early stage Alzheimer's, and they've shown that it actually slows the progression of Alzheimer's. So the long-term effect is really, there's a lot of positive long-term effects. The side effect of lion's mane is it increases serotonin production. So great, you're gonna be a little bit happier probably. It also increases your deep sleep cycle, so you might sleep a little better. So in my case, the only people that mushrooms and lion's mane might not be a good fit for is about 4% of the US population doesn't have the enzyme in their digestive tract to break down mushrooms. So for those people, you will know in the crowd if you have that, because if you tried to eat any mushroom, you would probably get very sick. So if you don't have that, I really don't see a negative benefit to taking mushrooms.
Gosh, there's just so many directions we could go with this, right? My brain is firing. Okay, one for you. Bless you. Yeah, so this is a question like, and it could be for anyone, but maybe for your husband. Have you looked at brain scans before and after taking the product long term to see if there has been actual healing that's visible?
We haven't done brain scans for him specifically. That is a good question, but what we have had is just, people, you can tell with your brain, and he hasn't had any more strokes. And while we were formulating, he had one more, and then once he's taken the product, he hasn't. So for us, it's really, that would be a good long-term thing that we could look at, and I have had a few people ask that question before. It's just right now, we're 2.5 years old, so we're taking a lot of feedback, and we're constantly evolving our product. We're trying to make it even more potent, follow the industry. And but that's something that we haven't done yet with the brain scans.
So how's he doing? He hasn't had a...
He's doing great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's doing great. And we've been able to help thousands of people. I mean, there's so many people that we've met along the journey that have had concussions, haven't had a lot of direction on what to do to heal their brain, and we've been able to help them too. So we feel just kind of honored to be thrown into it in this way.
It seems like, and I know all of this is really young too, but it seems like this could probably be really helpful for that like long COVID brain fog situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have had a lot of people who have helped their long-term brain fog from COVID. Yes.
I'm so happy to hear it. Okay, so everybody go check out their website, get involved, become an influencer. I don't know. Courtney, thank you so much. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Hope you'll check back in with us soon.